Shalom, 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 Mishpachah. Welcome. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Welcome to Jordan's Gonna Go, our YouTube channel. Today, I'm coming in to talk about part 2 of the ancient steps for handling conflict. I'm going to call this 2b. This is 2b of our discussion of family conflict resolution and family matters, y'all. Family matters. So hopefully you've taken the opportunity or had the chance to see the foundation, the introduction of this teaching, and you've seen the actual first video where we talked about shalom is the goal, and step 1 in achieving and handling family conflict is to go directly and humbly. All right, so if you have not, pause now, stop this video, and go back and pick up those. All right, so I'm trying to keep these videos less than 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, so that you can move on about your day. Have time to digest, meditate on it, ruminate over it, ponder on it, chew on it, and let it get in your spirit, and do the self-reflection, self-evaluation, do the work on self. All right, so that you can achieve shalom, peace, harmony, restoration, wholeness within our family. Okay, all right, so let's just come on and dive in. So we left off, as I stated, step 1, go directly and humbly. In this 2b, we're going to talk about bring a witness if needed. Sometimes in family conflict, when you've gone person to person, you've sat face to face or knee to knee, and you don't always get to the resolution. You don't always achieve shalom, which is the goal. You don't always achieve harmony, peace, wholeness, or restoration. And sometimes you got to bring in witnesses. And this is the teaching and the training of the ancient path, okay? From our ancestors, our forefathers. This is the teaching and training of the ancient path. And this is the teaching and training of how Yahushua is rooted in the Torah. So as a people of the Most High, children and followers of the teachings and the message of Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, we want to do the same thing. Y'all, there is a plan. There is a way. And I'm not talking about the way that seems right. There is a way that is right, and it is rooted in the word. And if we would just seek out the ancient path, do the work. Choose peace over bitterness. Choose peace over strife. Choose peace over pride. Okay? So we want to look here. Step 2b. Bring a witness if needed. Sometimes when we do face-to-face, knee-to-knee, we can resolve it. It's like, oh, I totally misunderstood that. I thought wow, we blew that up over. I appreciate you for coming to me. Thank you. I'm so happy that we were able to come together and reason together and get an understanding and achieve shalom, which is the goal. So here, when you can't do that, you have to bring in other people. You have to bring a witness. And this is the teaching in the ancient Hebrew mindset, okay? Bring a witness. If personal efforts fail, bring 1 or 2 trusted elders or family members to help mediate. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes the elders in our family, they can be just as messy. And I thought about this and I said, wow, when I grow up, I want to be a righteous elder. When I grow up, I want to be a spiritual elder. I want people to find shalom in me, to find and see righteousness in me. If they're in a situation and need a sound voice and need help and guidance. Not too many of us are wanting to be the elders. We still want to be the little children, the teeny boppers. But somebody got to be an elder in the community. Somebody got to be the elder in the tribe. Somebody got to be the elder in the family. And not just an elder, but a wise and righteous, spiritual, holy, not perfect, set apart. You understand? None messy, none gossiping. All right? Somebody got to be a light, got to be an example, got to lead and be guidance and help. Bring a witness if needed. If your personal efforts fail, this is when you bring in trusted elders or family members to help mediate. And we will find this spoken to Yasharel in Deuteronomy 19 and 15, where it tells us, by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the matter shall be established. We have our own built-in court system. And one of those laws and customs, like, we don't behave and function as the world. Everything got to go to the court. It has to be a suit. Some of this thing can be done, handled one-to-one. Bring in trusted elders, leaders, priests, Levites, if you can't do it amongst ourselves. And let's see if we can mediate and rectify and get it resolved at that level. We have a built-in system. The Most High is so mindful of his people. But we've become so worldly. We've become so worldly minded, so carnal minded. When we have the solution, the plan, the strategy, the technique here in the Word for us to live out and walk out within our families, where we can truly achieve shalom. If that's the end goal. And it should be the end goal. Deuteronomy 19:15, as I said, by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the matter shall be established. This isn't about ganging up, but bringing accountability and structure. Have you ever been in a meeting and you tried to resolve and it's like you got attacked? Everybody ganged up on you. And you wish, like, man, I should have never said anything in the first place. I should have just kept it to myself. I should have just moved on. But not so as children of the Most High. Not so as family members of the Most High. There is an order. There is structure. There is a way. There's a plan set in place where we can achieve or strive to achieve shalom within the family when their conflict arises. The Most High is mindful. He knew people are gonna people. He knew there would be some conflict. Something is going to rise. Something is going to happen. Something's going to come up in the family. But I have a plan that's in place that will bless your life. I have a plan and a strategy that the Most High has already set in place that will not lead to our demise, but will lead to peace, will lead to hope, will lead to fruitfulness, will lead to success and prosperity in the family, where the unity, the umoja, the spirit of togetherness remains in the family. All right? So you will bring in those witnesses, 2 trusted elders of the family, to help mediate. And if you're short on time, go ahead and press pause. I'm going to dive right on in to part 2, 3b. Pause here if you need to. All right, welcome back. This is 2c of ancient steps for handling family conflict. Part 2c. Involve the community. So there are levels. It's like a chain of command in your place of business. All right. You have chain of command. You may go to your manager, your supervisor, before you take it up higher. There are levels. Okay. If you can't do it amongst each other, and if it's not resolved when you get 2 or 3 trusted elders to mediate, the next step is we're going to involve the community if needed. All right. This is you doing everything you can to achieve the goal of shalom. All right. Step 2c, involve the community if needed. If the issue escalates, okay? If the issue escalates, the ancient way, seeking out the ancient path, the ancient way was to bring it before elders or the wider spiritual community leaders. Bring it for the elders or the wider spiritual community, not the carnal minded, not the twerkers, not the turn-uppers, not the busybodies, not the gossipers, not the naysayers, not the slanderers, not the workers of evil, but the doers and workers of righteousness, the spiritual, the wider spiritual community, which can compose of your tribal leaders, the Levites, and or righteous judges. This is how family conflict and resolutions were handled in our community in the ancient days, how our forefathers, how our ancestors dealt with and handled conflict, family conflict and resolution. So now you're going through the chain of command if need be, if it's escalating, gets to that point. Deuteronomy 21, 18 through 21. Let me grab, y'all put a pen in there and read it. I'm going to see if Babe can give me my Bible. Deuteronomy 18 through 21. When you look at Deuteronomy 18 through 21, though extreme in its time, the passage reflects the importance of elders and communal involvement in restoring order. So you will see and read that in Deuteronomy 18:21. Hold on, I'm going to get my Bible. Hold on. Deuteronomy 18 and 21. If y'all can find that, go ahead and do so, whatever you need to do. Deuteronomy 18 and 21. I'm trying to find a Bible I can my eyes can see and I can read out of. I have my scripture Bible, but let me grab my other one. Deuteronomy 18, 21. All right, the font in here is a little bit larger. So thank y'all for y'all patience. Deuteronomy 18 and 21. Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy 18, 21. Deuteronomy 21. Deuteronomy 21. Deuteronomy 21. That's Deuteronomy 21. Sorry, y'all. Deuteronomy 21. And it's going to be verse 18 through 21. So let's just get in here and read it. This is going to tell us about the importance of elders and communal involvement in restoring order. Deuteronomy 21, 18 through 21. And here it reads, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, bring him out to the elders of the city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say to the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of the cities shall stone him with stones that he die. So shall put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Now, not all men commit a sin that's worthy of death. okay? And we have our court system for that in those matters. When you go before the judges, and they may seek the death penalty, okay? Now, this is not what we say we're doing, okay? These things, like to that extreme, to that point, in our today's time, that's not something that we have to do. There are other things in place, and likely before something get to that point, here in our modern time, the law has already gotten involved with this person, and they're likely arrested, waiting on trial to go to citizen. I work in the correction field, and there are laws in place that will handle someone like that. But so don't misinterpret the word. And I see a lot of us, we misinterpret it. Don't misinterpret what I just read and take it that you're supposed to go get some stones. You're gonna be in jail. You're gonna be locked up. Thou should not murder. Thou should not kill, okay? All right, so if it's something major going on like that, there is laws of the land that was already take care of that. You don't have to do anything like that. I'm just sharing with you in the word what it says. And 9 times out of 10, what you got going on in your family is not to that level. This is when it's escalated. And for something to escalate in our world and time, this is where you have already called the police, and it's being handled and taken care of on that end. So, but before it gets to that point, we do all that we can to get to a resolution of peace. All right. So now, in modern application, this may look like inviting a spiritual leader, counselor, or respected elders to help resolve things. Remember, the end goal that we want to achieve here is shalom, peace, wholeness, harmony, restoration. All right. So if you need to, bring a witness. This is you doing everything you can by the book, according to the ancient way, to save and bring about restoration and healing in your family. All right. So how do your family resolve conflict? Do you all have meetings like this? Have you ever had to go before the elders and the community to get them involved to help resolve family conflict and issues? All right. Did you know any of this was in the word? How do you handle conflict? Please share and comment. All right. Bye.